what's going to be important is you. And we can all live with that. You're empowered to do justice here. This is the great system of ours that works. And I'd like to, first and foremost, I'd like to commend and compliment Mrs. Presolman on I hope fine argument.
Great system of reasonable doubt.
I don't agree with much of anything he has to say.
In the United
but I do
States
listen
of
to him,
America.
and I hope you'll do the same with me. There's a few things on what he said, though, I do have to just address immediately. And during his argument, because I didn't object doesn't mean I agreed. I didn't object once. I thought there were some misstatements of facts. I'll deal with that. But I'm not afraid of anything that was said or anything he had to say. I didn't want to interrupt him. I didn't want to object. I wanted you to hear where the arguments are. Let's see if they give me that same courtesy. He did, during his 2+ hours first summation, so they get 2 summations, you'll hear about that later. He didn't once mention the fact that their only witness in this case committed perjury again and again and again and again in this court. That wasn't mentioned once, not even dealt with. That's an important issue in this case.
You talking about yourself, really? Continue to lie on the stand. Perjury.
Without question. Detective Flores, their case detective, testified, and we'll put up this testimony in a bit.
That is perjury.
That without really? The 2 videos and the sounds, there's no evidence of a shooting. Could be, could not. That's certainly not proof beyond reasonable doubt. So Relly's testimony is in fact everything. And Mr. Presolman seemed very worried about what I'm going to say about Mr. Efron and his credibility. He understands that the case rises and falls with him. And he spent a lot of time anticipating what I'm going to say about it. One thing he said I would do, but I promise you I won't, is I'm not going to go through every inconsistency of Mr. Efron. We'll be here until Christmas. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go through the major lies.
It's a lot of them, really. Yes.
Admissions of perjury, the important facts that he told you that turned out to be lies.
Yes, he said he didn't know. He said he didn't know Wally, but he did.
Some statement he made 2 years ago or 3 years ago. We would be here literally for days on end.
He didn't know about his investments.
Mr. Presolman
He
said
didn't know
there's
how much
no
he
evidence
made
of
from one year to the next. That's 3.
There's definitely a lot less evidence of a real gun in this case than a prop gun. The facts scream out that it's impossible for what he had that night to be a real gun. The DA spent much of that argument, 2 hours and 15 minutes or so, repeating himself, repeating the same arguments again and again. Sometimes in sarcastic tone, but the evidence isn't there. Look, together, hopefully, these discussions that we're going to have, we're going to be helpful in trying to arrive at a decision in this case, where you don't compromise, where you don't do violence to your conscience, where you do the right thing. And you're the ones who are empowered to determine what in fact is the right thing. It's you. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever in your life been falsely accused of it? Ever been falsely accused of it? Have you ever sit there and tape it, watch proceedings, or watch how it played out, and wait, knowing that you're innocent, knowing that you didn't do it? All you can do during such a process is maintain your dignity. Isn't that right? All you can do is maintain your dignity. Knowing that you're innocent, but maintaining your dignity and remembering always that you're left in a crisis is your confidant. That's another reason why I am so proud to represent Ryan Rock. He's a man who's maintained his innocence from day one, 3.5+ years ago, who's conducted himself with dignity throughout these proceedings from day one. I started off telling about this case was all about my first line out of the back in the opening statement, seems like 1.5 years ago, was that this case was about Relly's jealousy, lies, and greed. I I said that you'd see the kind of person he was in this courtroom, an angry pathological liar. That he, and he alone, is the source of all the evidence that they are relying on. And this case would rise and fall in his credibility.
Pathological liar, A$AP Rocky.
And as I promised, really showed you who he truly was when he
Yeah,
came
he sure did. Now I've been listening to the whole trial.
He's a man who told me without hesitation, I can tell people whatever I want. He said that. That's what true.
There you go, understand?
I was right out of the box, first one that line, please.
What's about it?
You want the audiovisual, please, Alex, no, Mark, please, that's it.
Where are you?
That's fine.
Yeah.
We have an audiovisual person who's for, let him come up. Go ahead.
But,
Sure.
okay. What you would have heard, what you may see one day, hopefully after Mark comes up to state this once again, is him literally saying to you, I can tell people whatever I want. He's their witness. When you're being asked to believe beyond a reasonable doubt, I can tell people whatever I want. He's a man who literally gave 4 different answers to one question. 4 answers, 1 question. He said, yes, no, I don't recall, I don't know, in 1 question. That was a first for me. Been doing this for a bit. That was a first for me. 4 answers, 1 question. Yes, no, I don't recall, I don't know. He's a man who committed perjury before your eyes over and over again. A man who snapped, cursed, threw a water bottle while he was testifying, cursed in his courtroom. Threw a water bottle out of anger while testifying in the light of court with the judge, jury, with these terrific sheriff's deputies and bailiffs. That's how you hear. Imagine what he's capable of in the dark of night. The other thing is watching. The evidence in this case has shown you that this case indeed rises on his credibility or falls on his credibility, and it is falling hard. Before we start, I do want to thank you all. It's right to thank you all for your commitment and sacrifice in this case. It's not been an easy case. It's been a long, long case. It's been odd that not one of you ever been late. Another first for me. Been doing this for a while, both as a prosecutor and defense attorney. Not once have we been waiting for a juror. So your commitment and your sacrifice is extraordinary, especially in a 4-week trial. So we both sides thank you for that. I know that. But this is what this is about. This is why we love what we do. It's why I love what I do. It's an opportunity to come before people who are from the community, who are the conscience of the community, but you are the conscience of this community. And when I say community, I mean you represent the community of Los Angeles. Every part of the community, parts that are represented here, and parts that aren't represented here, Compton, Englewood, you represent all parts of this community.